All right, people. Welcome back to the channel. Let me know if the audio sounds good. Yo, Mike, what's up, bro? I think it sounds kind of off, right? Something like that. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. Let me see something. All right, maybe that sounds better. Yeah, we might have to do it like this. It's better there? All right. If it's manageable, then let's do it. Let me see something. All right, let me know now. Mic check 1 2. Does that sound better? That should sound better right there. That one should sound better. I think I just fixed it. Okay. Move myself a little bit. Right there. We in here. So welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's better. I appreciate you, my brother. Happy Monday. It is December 8th, right? 2025. We got a big week ahead of us. The Game Awards is this coming Thursday. So, you know, we got a big week ahead of us. We all know that the Game Awards is the grand finale, you know? So we're expecting a lot of big things to come out of that show. So let's hope we have a good night this Thursday. Let's hope a lot of people show up. Let's hope, you know, we get some traction going on the channel, and hopefully it turns out to be a good one. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff for your boy, man. Vote on that poll that I got up there. Make sure you vote, but make sure you smash the like button. All right. Hopefully y'all like this new setting I got for the remainder of the month. This is what we're gonna be going with. You know, just to be in the spirits, the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? So we in here, people. You like that countdown? Yeah. It's fire, bro. Shout out to my brother Blaze for hooking me up. Hopefully y'all enjoying this. Nothing's been leaked yet, so that's good. Absolutely. That's the way I like it. No leaks, no nothing. Just let's all enjoy it. Let's be surprised and have a good time. I'm tired of seeing leaks, bro. I'm tired of seeing that. You know, I don't want to hear what's coming. I don't want none of that. It's quite cold up here in the Northeast. Okay, quite cold. Your boy's starting to feel a little bit like under the weather, but it's all good. We keep it pushing. You know how it is. We got a couple things to discuss here today. As y'all know, there's not that much going on right now because everybody's just either on vacation or just waiting for the Game Awards. So there's not really much out there, but we could just chill out. We're gonna hang out, We're gonna go through a couple stories and just vibe out, man. You know how we do. I feel like I haven't done a gaming news in quite some time. I think so. So let's do it, man. Shout out to everybody who pulled up to that legendary hip hop gamer interview, man. If y'all haven't watched it, it's on the channel. So make sure you go ahead and watch that interview, man. It is hip hop brought it that night, man. He brought the heat that night. So make sure y'all go ahead and tune in and watch that. Shout out to my brother Hip Hop Gamer, man. Did art get delayed? Nah, it didn't get delayed. The update is coming. I believe it's like the 23rd that they dropped the new update. This is gonna be like their first season. So we should be getting like new maps, new weather effects like snow and other things, new weapons, new enemies and all that good stuff. Let's get it, y'all. At 11:20, we're gonna start the news. All right, we're gonna start breaking down the news. We chilling. We might watch a couple trailers and we're gonna vibe out. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother King Mo in the building. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you pulling up, bro. Facts. Let me know how y'all like this little new setup for the rest of the month, man. This is how we're gonna rock out for the rest of the month. You know? Appreciate y'all, man. But yeah, man, we in here. Matter of fact, let's just start off. Let's start the news, right? Let me bring this down a little bit in my ear. Okay. We're gonna put that right there. All right, y'all. So we're gonna start this off real quick. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff for your boy, man. All right. Where we at? We're gonna start off with the biggest news that we've gotten. Let's switch over. Let's see how this works. Bang. There it is, people. Can we drop a bomb, please? How y'all like that, huh?
Finish him.
Y'all like that or what? Okay. Now, here we are, people. What game site is this? GameDeveloper.com. Okay. This GameDeveloper.com. Let me pick this up for y'all. Bang. So, this is the news that, that everybody's been talking about. Netflix has acquired Warner Brothers, which includes Warner Brother Games, right? Which is what we are mostly concerned about, right? So, let's skip straight into that section here. Okay, so here we are. It is included in this $82.7 billion deal, okay? So they say here, for those operating within the game industry, however, there's an elephant in the room, Warner Brother Games, and indeed, any mention of the word games outside of name drops for Squid Games and Game of Thrones was largely absent from the announcements and SEC filings issued by both companies. Warner Brother Games was briefly referenced during a conference call held this morning when the Mortal Kombat logo was shown on a business overview slide to highlight Warner Brothers' wider game and consumer product exploits. But that blink and you'll miss it moment was largely it. Then in a brief call with Game Developer, a Warner Brother Discovery spokesperson confirmed the recently restructured video game division, which includes studios such as NetherRealm, Rocksteady, and TT Games, will be joining Netflix. To what end remains to be seen. The rest of the chatter between Netflix co-CEOs Greg Peters and Ted Sarandos was actually focused on the movie and television business and the reach of Warner Brother franchise slate. Okay. They quote here, Warner's IPs and library accelerates our ability to execute on the goal that we've always had to deliver more and even better content for our consumers and to entertain the world by offering audiences more of what they love, said Peters during the call. And also, another quote, we expect to attract and retain more subscribers, drive more engagement, and generate incremental revenue and operating income. We think this acquisition will make Netflix even better and accelerate our business for decades to come. So this transaction is expected to close in 12 to 18 months and remain subject to regulatory approval. Okay? So real quick, before I went live, I did see something about Paramount Plus, that company. I saw something that they're offering. I should have bookmarked it. Like a huge amount of money to shareholders to overthrow this deal with Netflix. So I don't think this is like a closed done deal because I just finished seeing it. And hold up, because I want to bring it to your attention. Okay, here it is. Right? Here it is. Yeah, I could read that. Let me know, right? Right there. Paramount is officially launching a hostile bid to buy Warner Brothers. Offer is $108.4 billion versus Netflix's $82.7. Paramount wants to buy all of Warner Brothers, including the TV business. Netflix's offer is inferior and provides uncertain value. So this is something that I want y'all to, we got to keep a close eye on, okay? So that just went down, all right? So let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. Now, as far as this goes, the person who's in charge over at Netflix Games, I just want to let y'all know, is this guy right here, right? His name is Alan Taskin. Okay? He's the one that's in charge of Netflix Games. So, if you don't know who he is, he was the executive vice president of game development at Epic Games from November 2018 to July 2024. And he oversaw development for Fortnite, Rocket League, and Fall Guys. And also, before joining Epic, he founded Ubisoft and EA's Montreal Studios and was also the founder and CEO of Umi Games, okay? So that's who he is. That's the guy who's running the show over there. I just wanted to put that out there just in case y'all didn't know, okay? Getting back to this, right? Shout out to my brother Phil Bosch in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Getting back to this joint right here. So as I just showed you, Paramount is also in the mix. So we don't know if this is a done deal yet. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. As far as DC goes, they have to ask whoever buys it, whether it's Netflix or Paramount, if they want to use DC characters such as Batman, Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman, they still have to go through James Gunn and Peter Safran. Like, remember that they have full creative control over DC Studios, period. Whether it's comic book, games, movies, whatever it is, they have full control over that. So if Netflix wants to license out Batman or whoever, they still got to go through them, through James Gunn and them. So just keep that in mind, all right? Any other thing like Harry Potters and all that, they could do whatever they want with that. But when we talking about DC with Batman and stuff, they got to go through James Gunn. All right. And that's pretty much it when it comes to this news, because I just showed you the Paramount stuff, and that literally just dropped before I hit the live button. So this is actually pretty much not a done deal. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this here. It was just a quick update, and just to let y'all know about the whole DC thing. And I know a lot of people want to see a new Batman game and things like that. But if they decide to do that, they got to go through James Gunn. All right. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. We're going to keep it moving now. We're going to go over to the next topic here. Okay. We shifting over to the gamepost.com. Okay. Quote, it's not it's not some 0.5 upgrade. It's huge. New leak claims that PS5 Pro will get PSSR 2 in 2026 using multi-frame super resolution 2 to cut memory use and GPU time. Okay. Let's get straight to it, because they're just talking about the whole thing. The history of PSSR and all that stuff. Here's where it goes, okay? Right here. All right. So, right there. So the new info comes from hardware leaker. Moore's Law is dead. So real quick, right? Real quick. This is what I was talking. Let me pause this music, right? Or bring it down in my ear. Because this is something that why I asked Hip Hop Gamer that night if he doesn't get the credit that he deserves and what's going on and why does he think that he don't get enough credit, and things like that, right? Look at this. Whenever it's somebody with the likes of Moore's Law is dead, whether it be Tom Henderson, Tom Warren, Jeff Grubb, you get where I'm going here? I don't gotta mention it. Jason Schreier, you see where I'm going with this? Jason Schreier, Tom Warren, Tom Henderson, Jeff Grubb, Moore's Law is dead. You get where I'm going here. Look at how they paint the picture for you. It's so pretty, right? It's pretty much now, everybody believes it now, basically, right? But this news was actually one of my first videos. Let me see if I can find it real quick, right? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Bro, this was literally like my third video that I made since I came on YouTube, right? And it was because of hip hop, right? If you see this was just me talking about the Pro, right? But my official video was this one. PS5 GTA 6 60 frames on a PS5 Pro confirmed. PS5 Pro confirmed. And that was me using, right? I didn't put the video there. That was me referencing Hip Hop Gamer, right? Which was this video right here. November 18th, 2024. All right, people. And he breaks it down here. The homie Moore's Law is dead, does amazing work, one of the best out there. At the same time, the PSSR 2.0 story came from me originally. And this is the video that I made my video about. It was about this one here that he posted. Okay? So I just wanted to make that clear, okay? Before I go on with the story. Okay? This was not Moore's Law is dead story. I just wanted to throw that out there. So, So he's been talking to a developer working with Sony's tools. In his new video, he shows what he says in a message is a message from the dev that outlines several updates around PSSR and a new algorithm called multi-frame super resolution 2 or MFSR2. According to the source, Sony has already given studios a debug application called PSML Replay that lets them crack down glitches caused by PSSR in current games. That lines up with what we have seen from recent releases where PSSR modes show artifacting. The dev claims Sony is very aware of those complaints and has built more tools to help teams track them down and fix them. The bigger story is what comes next. Internally, PSSR is said to be called Multi-Frame Super Resolution 1 or MFSR 1. The documents the dev has seen now mention Multi-Frame Super Resolution 2, which was shipped to players as PSSR 2. This new version reportedly reduces how much input data the upscaler needs, cuts the amount of memory used, and shortens GPU processing time while still improving image quality compared to the current implementation. Okay. It also uses completely new API, which means games will need patches to take full advantage of it. The devs compares the jump from PSSR 1 to PSSR 2 to the move from FSR 3 to FSR 4 on the AMD side. Quote, it's not some 0.5 upgrade. It's huge, Moore's Law is dead said. This is going to be like FSR 3 to FSR 4. And I want to be clear. That is what they're saying behind the scenes. This should be like the quality increase PSSR 1 to PSSR 2, like FSR 3 to FSR 4. So those are the words that they're saying behind the scenes. That's not something that Moore's Law is saying. That's what he's trying to tell us. We did see some examples. Remember back when FSR 4 was released, that big ass improvement that we saw from FSR 3, right? Everybody was going crazy. Yo, it's a huge improvement, right? So that's what we're likely to see with the PSSR. Okay. Moore's Law is dead. Says this is being described inside Sony as a complete overhaul, not a simple performance tweak. Games will have to be patched to use a new API, so if it is not just a checkbox in the menu. The devs also notes that FSR 3 and FSR 4 continue to be listed separately from PSSR in the documents, which suggests that Sony plans to keep building its own tech alongside AMD's upscalers rather than ditching PSSR in favor of FSR, which is something that I was telling y'all when this whole thing was going across the internet, right? People were saying, oh, they're gonna ditch PSSR and just implement FSR. And I'm like, bro, a company is not gonna copyright a PSSR. Sony's not gonna go ahead and copyright that to only drop it a year later. They're not gonna do that, right? So that's why I never thought they were ever gonna drop the PSSR brand, because it's copywritten. Okay. Here's what Moore's Law is dead showed during the video based on the information he got from his sources. Quote, I, which is the game developer, have a few of PSSR updates for you. There's an application called PSML Replay. Excuse me. That Sony has given us for debugging glitches that pop up from PSSR. So, Sony is aware that there are multiple big releases that have PSSR artifacting issues, and they are working on it. In fact, by now, Sony has more tools for PSSR than AMD does for FSR 3 or FSR 4. Let me keep going. Quote, something called multi-frame super resolution 2 is now referenced in some documents we have access to internally. PSSR is called MFSR 1. MFSR 2 apparently uses an updated algorithm that reduces the need for some pieces of input data, decreases the amount of memory used, and shortens GPU processing times while delivering, allegedly, better image quality. It uses an entirely new API too. This is not some 0.5 upgrade. It's huge. FSR 4 and FSR 3 continue to be mentioned separately of PSSR. PSSR remains its own path, so it's clear that PS5 Pro will get an improved PSSR 2 in addition to FSR 4 support in 2026. It's a big upgrade, and they will reduce how often games have PSSR issues. Can we drop a bomb, please?
Finish him.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Give me a sec. Now, this is what I gotta say about Sony. This is why I have like this love-hate relationship with this company, because they are the top of the line. Like, let's not get this twisted, okay? Sony PlayStation is at the top of the food chain, okay? Nobody does it better than PlayStation, okay? When it comes to this whole console space, all this video games, PlayStation is at the top of the food chain. Let's not get it twisted. Let me just start off by saying that. The other issues I have with PlayStations, y'all already know what they are. But when we gotta give props, with credit where credit is due, we gotta give it to Sony. We have to, right? Because they continuously try to push the envelope, keep gaming moving forward, push it, right? Even though some games might not show it, this, that, and the third, but whatever, right? Their games still get nominated for Game of the Year. Their games still get highly praised from everybody. When PlayStation Studios releases a game, people take notice of it, right? Even when they publish games, when they're helping other studios, those games turn out to be incredible. So let's not get this twisted. Like, when we talking about the big three, Xbox needs to step their game up. Nintendo needs to step their game up. PlayStation might be coasting because of that. It's because of that. PlayStation don't have to worry about Steam. They don't got to worry about Xbox, and they don't got to worry about Nintendo. The whole Steam machine came out. They don't got to worry about no Steam machine. Nobody cares about the Steam machine. Nobody cares. Steam don't have the promotion that PlayStation has. They don't have the ad push, the advertisement push that PlayStation has. So they're not worried about Steam. So when they implement Steam into PlayStation, they're not worried about them. They're going to do some joint venture somehow. They're going to figure it out, because that's what CEOs do. They figure things out while we sit down here thinking that, that can't happen. How? What is that going to do? Bro, these people sit at tables. They go to dinner. They will figure it out. This whole PSSR 2. This is why Grand Theft Auto 6 will be running at 60 frames per second on the PS5 Pro. It's because of this. Again, let's not get it twisted. This is not Moore's Law's death story. This is Hip Hop Gamer's story. He broke it first. But now it's starting to resurface because we already know. It didn't gain that much traction back then because we already know. But anyways, this is going to be something incredible. Bro, when you look at what these people are saying, when we talking about the jump from FSR 3 to that's all you got to look at. So when we wrap up here, you got some time, go YouTube it. What the jump was like from FSR 3 to FSR 4. Go Google it or YouTube it, and they'll show you video comparison side by side. Go look at what people were saying when FSR 4 was released. How you know, how excited everybody was. That's the type of jump you're gonna get with PSSR. So we still gonna think that GTA is not running at 60 frames on that Pro? Also, these people are so ahead of the game, bro. Like, they said something about FSR 4. Like, they're already steps ahead of that when it comes to like finding bugs and issues and things like that. It is ridiculous, bro, how this company operates. Like, it's like everything they do, they try to perfect it. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta big up Sony, man. We gotta big up PlayStation. They continuously keep on doing incredible things. That's including hardware, software, accessories, whatever you want to throw in there. It's just, you know, it's high quality stuff, bro. This is high quality shit we talking about here, people. Let's not get it twisted, okay? But anyways, that's what I got on this story right here. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. We're gonna continue on here because we gotta speak about this handheld leak, because this is also Moore's Law is dead, I believe. Talking about this new PlayStation 6 handheld, okay? Okay. So, apparently, the PlayStation 6 handheld leak claims that Sony needs devs to support that PS5 low power mode that they came out with and maintain 60 frames by lowering resolutions to get games ready for launch. Okay, but check this out. Check this out. This is where it's gonna get ugly. Okay. Whoa, what's all this? What's all this? I lost it. Here's the full quote. Okay, let me read this quote real quick. If it don't say anything good, I'll keep pushing up. This the quote. Quote, this week, we, which is the game developer, received emails from Sony pushing low power mode hard, almost like they need us to support it directly eventually. They provided tutorials and instructions that outlined, quote, we shouldn't just lower frame rates to fit LP mode's requirements. No, instead, we should try to maintain that 60 frame per second by lowering resolutions, raise our CPU. This is a CPU utility for the PS5 development. Walkthroughs that aim to help us find CPU bottlenecks so we can reduce CPU usage and even look for ways to reduce how many threads are used by our games. They continue. It is becoming glaringly obvious that low power mode is a Trojan horse for getting PS6 handheld support ready before its launch, and they honestly seemed a bit annoyed at how few devs directly support it so far. That's what we got to keep an eye on. This is him talking about the cores. This is him talking about how much, technical stuff. Okay. But this is what I wanted to point out for you, okay? Where is it? Okay, here. This is what we got to pay attention to. Okay? Because apparently, I want to ask, what is going to happen when these developers decide that they don't want to do this? as you see right here, they seem to be annoyed, right, at how few developers are directly supporting that feature, that low power mode saving feature, whatever it's called. They're annoyed at it. They need them to support it. So what happens? They're not making it mandatory, is what I'm trying to say. If they were to mandate it, it would be a different story. But they're not doing that. So how is this gonna work? Because if you're not making this mandatory, I'm telling you right now, most people are not gonna bother. They're not gonna bother wanting to do this. They're not. So, you know, I think PlayStation has to mandate this. They have to put it to them that they have to do this. I don't know why they went about it this way, like giving the developers that freedom. Like, oh yeah, like do what you want. Like, no. If this is something that you have to have ready by launch, you should have emailed everybody saying that this is mandatory. We need y'all to work on this. So, I don't know how this is gonna work, to be honest, bro. I don't know how this is gonna work. But they need to figure it out. Because by the looks of it, I believe he said 2027 is the date that they were heading towards. Let me see here real quick. Do they say it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Right? This is another thing that he said. On timing, Moore's Law is that has been consistent that Sony and AMD are working toward production in the middle of 2027 with a launch for the PS6 and the handheld around fall of 2027 with a price range roughly around $400 to $500. According to Moore's Law is that. So, meaning, top chop people, y'all need to get it together right now. Let's go. Let's go. Anyways, that's what I got for y'all on this right here, okay? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. They need to figure it out. What's gonna happen with the PS Portal? I don't know why they didn't just continue with that and just keep updating that. Maybe bring out a PS Portal 2, give it a different look, you know, update it, you know, do all the things they know how to do. I don't know why didn't they just go that direction. But it's like people say, right? When everybody follows. So whatever the industry is doing, that's what everybody's gonna do. Everybody's coming out with handhelds. PlayStation wants their own handheld. That's why they're doing it. That's basically why. Me personally, I would have just stuck with the Portal. The Portal's selling great. It's doing great. It performs great. It might need a look update. They might need to update it and figure out another design. Who knows? I don't know. But I would have kept on with that. Here's the the Portal 2. And now you could do this and do that. Like, this is causing a headache. It's gonna cause a headache because you're not making games specifically for that handheld. What you want, what they're trying to do is make the games run on a lower setting that you already bought on your PlayStation console, and now you want to take it on the go. You pick up the handheld, and now you're playing that same game or whatever, just at a lower resolution, still 60 frames, low power mode. That's what they want with this handheld. That's gonna cause an issue, because like you see here, these developers don't want to do that. So I don't know what's going on here, man. We're gonna have to wait and see how this all plays out, okay? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. We're gonna keep it moving, people. All right. Okay. So if y'all didn't know, MLB The Show is now on mobile, okay? It is out in the Philippines right now. Whoever they hired, that person is moving like this, bro. That person ain't wasting no time. So here you are, MLB The Show. It's on mobile right now. We're gonna start seeing this more often from PlayStation across the board. Consoles, mobile, laptops, desktops, all that good stuff. The PlayStation is multi-platform. If y'all didn't know by now, okay? They're multi-platform. I'm gonna read you this one more time. Okay? One more time. Here is the one and only. There he is. Okay? Mark Cerny. I'll read you this one more time. Digital Foundry asking Mark Cerny, do you think the leap from PS5 Pro to upcoming hardware as more of a progression or a step change moment in how developers make games? Can you answer that question, Mark Cerny? Can you do that, please?
Well, sure. We've shifted our focus substantially. In the past, we were largely creating custom technologies just for PlayStation platforms. But now with Project Amethyst, we're placing substantially more of a focus on core engineering and code development with AMD on their roadmap hardware and libraries. That change will have a large impact because when developers can create their technology with the understanding that it will work across multiple platforms such as desktops, laptops, consoles, etc., there will be a much larger pickup of new features. So I believe we'll see outsized impact from the technologies around this past week.
And that is Mark Cerny. I'm not going to read this to you anymore. We've shifted our focus. They are multi-platform. Desktop, laptops, consoles, etc. Mobile, which I just showed you, MLB The Show is on mobile. They going everywhere. So when I tell y'all that PlayStation will go day and date on PC, eventually, it's gonna happen. I was telling y'all before my interview with Hip Hop, I asked Hip Hop, he said yes, and I'm telling you after the interview. They're going day and date. You choose where you want to play. That's how it's gonna go. You choose where you want to play. Okay? So that's that. Now, let's continue on because we gotta talk about this right here. I don't know if y'all saw this, but this right here, it needs to be deleted like right now. Okay, this is Sony London's canceled PS5 game. Remember that? They seemingly revived it as Cast Out. Okay. So real quick, at least some of the work, ideas, and inspiration that went into the now canceled PS5 games from shuttered PlayStation developer London Studio have found their way into Castouts, a newly announced game from the team containing 8 former London Studio developers. Castouts is an online game, a co-op game, set in an urban fantasy-inspired London that's intertwined with fantastical wonder, delivering a sense of newness and nostalgia, discovery, and familiar favorites. It's fantasy in a modern jacket. You use magic and spells to get around and defeat enemies, which is a similar concept to what London Studio was working on before it was closed down. Okay? This game plans to come out for PS5, Xbox, and PC with a view to releasing an early access beta in the first few months of 2027. A Nintendo Switch 2 version is also being considered, okay? Let me show you this real quick. Let me pause this. Can we see this here? And there that goes. Listen, man. If this game would have came out on the PlayStation, bro, oh my goodness, bro. That's why I'm not bashing it that much, because I don't even care about it. Like, it's whatever. But it goes to show you, bro. This is what Sony London was working on, bro. It's crazy to me, bro. This game looks trash. Wrap it up. Throw that shit in the trash can. Listen, man, whatever. Anyways, I just wanted to show you this because this is the game that they were working on right here. That's it. Okay? That's it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, okay? We're going to keep on. We're going to keep it pushing, people. So Dead Space has no future at EA as the series has been shelved, okay? They go on and talk about everything that's been going on. So as reported by Mike Shaw on the Insider Gaming podcast, the Dead Space franchise has been put on ice at EA due to the direction EA is taking right now. The Insider doesn't expect the game to be picked up anytime soon, whether it is for a remake or a fourth mainline entry. It's over. Quote, what I've been told is that Dead Space, all the internal messaging points to the IP being on ice. This is especially disappointing as the company surveyed fans regarding more Dead Space remakes, remember that, and even hinted that Dead Space 2 could be next in line before canceling it due to poor sales of the predecessor, which is crazy, right? Which is crazy, all in itself. But not all hope is lost, as Shaw sources reveal that EA could sell the IP following its takeover by Saudi Arabia. The country's public investment fund is not having the best time financially, and leakers inside EA predict that it could auction off Dead Space in a bid to bring in some cash. Yeah, I did read that somewhere as well. Apparently that company, that Saudi Arabia company, is broke after they acquired EA. Like, they have no money. They have no money. They're broke. I don't know if they're broke. They're broke. Let's put it that way. Which is crazy. Like, what the hell's going on here, bro? Why buy something if you're gonna stay broke? I don't understand the process of that. Like, why do that? Anyways, hence the horror franchise could potentially have a new home. But as of right now, it's on the back burner. And remember that Glenn Schofield did say that he even pitched the game, the fourth Dead Space game, to EA following his takeover, and that didn't go too well. They shut it down. Okay, so he tried, and they told him no, they don't got no money. Yo, we broke. Anyways, there's that. Okay. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. Let me show you. Romeo is a Dead Man, okay? Has a release date. Which is, where is it? Down here. Okay, right here. So Romeo is a Dead Man will make its debut on PC via Steam, PS5, Xbox on February 11, 2026. Can we drop a bomb? That's this game right here, in case y'all forgot. This one right here. They showed it at where did they show this at? Was it a PlayStation State of Play? But the game looks fire. So yeah, it's coming in February, okay? February what, 11? Yeah. Doesn't Resident Evil 9 come out around February 11? If I'm not mistaken, I forgot. But anyways, it has a release date, so there it is. Those of y'all who are looking forward to this game. Doesn't say anything about wish listing or nothing like that. Maybe you can already. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. Arc Raiders, okay? Arc Raiders. I'm not sure if most of y'all are into this game, but anyways, those of y'all who are, the Expedition Project is now open on December 17th. Before, it was on the 15th. So they gave you some extra time. And this is everything that you're gonna need. It talks about your permanent unlocks, your temporary buffs, everything that's gonna go down, okay? From the 17th of December until the 22nd of December. So you have from that time to that time, okay? After that, you're done. Expedition closes, and you move on to the next season, okay? So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. I'm gonna leave this for y'all in the chat just in case y'all want to read through it, because it is a lot. It is a lot, and it's a lot to get into with that, okay? So y'all let me know. All right, so let me keep going here before I show y'all some trailers. Where am I? Oh, Phantom Blade Zero. So Phantom Blade Zero will be appearing at this year's Game Awards. So I'm extremely excited about that. We're finally gonna get the announcement of the official release date. So I can't wait. I hope they come with it comes with a new trailer. Where they show us something outside of that first stage. Because if you don't know, everything we've been seeing about this game has been in that first stage of the game. Like, if you haven't noticed, we haven't seen anything about this game. Like, nothing. And the last time I checked, that area that everybody seems to be playing, like when they're showcasing the game, is like that desert area and that boss fight that has like multiple enemies and things like that. Like, that's a secret area in the game. So I believe it's not a side mission. Is it a side mission? Yeah, we could call it that. Let's call it that for now, right? It's like a side mission that you can do in the first stage of the game, I believe. So that's not even part of the main story. And that's the only thing that we've seen so far. We haven't seen nothing else outside of that. So I hope they come with a fresh new trailer. Show us like a different map or a different enemy type or something. We need an update of this game. We need to see something fresh now, okay? Now that you're coming with the release date, show me something, right? Let me know. All right. So we are going live for the Game Awards, so make sure you pull up. I'm thinking about doing a 8-hour stream or so, where I'm taking each game that has been nominated for Game of the Year and dedicating at least 2 or 3 hours to each one, except DK Bonanza, because I don't have a Switch, and putting some time in leading up to the Game Awards, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so that's that. Make sure y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. Also, this is something that I had to show y'all when it comes to this picture here that Jeff Keighley put out, that everybody's been posting their opinion about what they think this game is. The biggest, the game that has been put out there the most is a new God of War. So this is Luke Stevens. He's a content creator. Corey Borlaug be in his chat, right? So this is Corey Borlaug right here. That's him. He has him as a moderator on his channel. So he flat out came out and said, no, it's not God of War. So take God of War off the table, okay? I was trying to find somewhere that I thought I saw Jason Schreier say that it's Corey Barlog's game, though. That it's not God of War, but it's his game. I don't know where I saw that at. I was trying to look for it and I couldn't find it, but I could have sworn I saw that somewhere. But yeah, and let's see what happens, because I believe Jason Schreier did say it, but it's not God of War, but it could be the game that Corey Barlog has been working on for the past 7 years. Anyways, there's that. So we're gonna see what happens at the Game Awards. Okay. It should be a good one. It should be a good one. Also, what's not appearing at the Game Awards is the Prince of Persia. They're not appearing at this year's Game Awards, okay? I don't know why. They say here on their official X account, quote, "Sorry to disappoint, but can confirm that Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time won't be at TGA this year," the account wrote. The confirmation follows on the heels of the report from Insider Gaming's Tom Henderson, who claimed that Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake is likely to arrive in mid-January of 2026, and was suggested that we may see the game at TGA, the Game Awards. What's going on here? That's not happening. But there's still chance. First of all, this is what I'll be talking about. First of all, this is what I'll be talking about. Here's Tom Henderson. He's over here predicting mid-January 2026. He's over here predicting that we're going to see it at the Game Awards. The guys come out. We're not going to be there. The room is dead silent. Nobody says nothing. Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just putting that out there. Nah, we ain't going. Tom Henderson. You got anything to say about that? You know how many people are waiting to see this? What you think? Anyways, we're going to keep it pushing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? We're going to keep it pushing. Because apparently, a Legacy of Kain reboot was reportedly canceled after the by Eidos Montreal after the Embracer buyout. So this game ain't happening. This was another game that we were looking forward to. Now it's not happening. They did release that. Did that remaster ever come out? Yeah, they did. PS5, PS4, PC. All right, cool. But anyways, this was the game that we wanted. The reboot. We wanted a new game. It's not happening. Case closed. Done deal. Finito. Lock it up. Throw away the key. Next. And move on to the next one, people. All right? So there's that for those of y'all who was waiting on this one. It's not happening, okay? Let me show you. First of all, I want to show you this one. But I thought I got some new information on this. I don't know why I don't be bookmarking shit, bro. Oh yeah, this came out. This just came out, by the way. My bad. Before we move on, this just came out. So, Mr. Katsuhiro Harada announces that Bandai Namco exit after 30 years. Can we drop a bomb for him, please? Okay. Where's his statement at? He said here that the loss of close friends in his personal life and the retirement or death of senior colleagues had caused him to reflect on the time he has left as a creator. Advice from Ken Kutaragi, the father of PlayStation, supported Harada in making the decision, he said. Harada failed to reveal what he plans to do next, but he did not say that he was retiring. Okay? So, Harada has a somewhat fraught relationship with the Tekken series and indeed Bandai Namco in recent years, and has spoken openly about the development difficulties he's endured while at the company. Most recently, Tekken 8 has caused a great deal of friction between players and the development team, and Harada has stepped in multiple times on social media to address fan concern. This is everything he had to say about it and things like that. I don't want to get into all that, okay? I'm not a Tekken guy. But anyways, he's out the door. But most importantly, he's not retiring, okay? This is what we need to take from all this. We got to absolutely give him his flowers, right? 30 years at the company. Creating, arguably the top 3 fighting series ever. Being Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. So we got to give it to him. And let's see what he's going to do next, though, okay? Let's see what he's going to do next. He's not retiring, all right? So let's keep that in mind. He's out the door after 30 years. Can we drop another bomb for him, please?
Finish him.
Okay. Apparently I did not save the new information I had on this game, the God Slayer, I did not save it, so I won't be able to share that with you because I mean, listen. I'm only one man, people. I'm only one man, people. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't find it. All right, cool. This is a China Hero Project game. I do remember that. It's a China Hero. They're focusing on PC. It's powered by Unreal Engine 5. And it's coming PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Have been confirmed. Okay, so there it is, okay? Also, this joint right here is another game that I saw that looked okay. I want to see more of it. I'm going to show y'all this one right here. Hold on. And I believe everybody saw that other one, right? Unless y'all want me to show you the other one. Yo, shout out to my brother Lazy in the building. What's good, my brother? Molly's in the building. What's good, my brother? I didn't see the Witcher news. I didn't see it. Would that be Uncharted? I don't know. Wait, what will be Uncharted? Nah, nothing will be Uncharted. Nothing. Uncharted is not being made by anybody but Naughty Dog. So no, nothing is Uncharted. Nothing. Yo, how you feel about Corey Barlog being a mod in Luke Stevens' chat? That's crazy work. Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. How y'all like this new layout, though? Y'all feeling it or what? Oh, yeah. The Witcher trilogy out in a 6-year window. Yeah, I did see that, bro. I did see that. So let me show y'all this. Did y'all see this one right here? The Shogunate reveal trailer. Let me show you real quick. Hold on. Let me show you.
武士道。それは己の均衡を保つこと。勇敢、礼儀、名誉、忠義、慈悲、そして正義。私を打ち砕こうとした石は決意の刃を研ぎ澄ませたに過ぎない。因縁の大事が叶う時、この空が赤く染まろう。無残なに叫んで汚れた。
You see, that's why they messed it up. What's up with all that music? We're gonna have to watch the trailer like this. Anyways, the game has potential. It has potential. I just don't know if it's gonna be good. It's giving me that vibe, like it looks good, like oh, but when the game comes out, it's actually not. Like it's giving me that vibe. But I hope it's good. But we have to wait and see on this one, okay? Let me show you the other one in case y'all didn't see this one here. This is the gameplay trailer. This is like 8 minutes. Nah, we're not watching this. Let's watch this one. They show some gameplay on this one. It looks good, but I gotta see more on this game. Like the gameplay that they show here. Let me see. They have music on this. Let me show you a little bit.
Easy for you to say. Now, how do I get past all the soldiers?
What happened?
And he tells me not to do anything rash.
Mind your business. Damn it!
Catch him!
What?
There you go.
Damn! Stop right there! Where did he go? It's you! He's not there!
I just don't like that it's so stiff.
Whoa, too many.
Stop! There he is! Nowhere to run down! Don't move! Have a taste of my ass! No! Put it out! Put it out!
Cool off, you lot. Gonna be cold.
What's going on here?
The game got potential.
Here we are.
Fodder, fools, humans. Which is next?
That must be Master. Go! Head for the signal. Come on!
There it is. Wishlist now on Steam. There it is, people. What y'all think? The ripoff of Yote. Oh, you talking about the other one? Oh, all right. So the first one that I showed y'all. Y'all didn't like that one? The combat looks stiff. Combat looks horrendous. Okay. This one looks better. This looks fire day one. What's up with them Temu animations? Hold on, let me see, because that was the CGI trailer y'all was talking about. This will be game of the year when it releases. Yo, Mike. Yo, you good, my brother? Yo, Mike. Yo, talk to me, my brother. You all right? You all right, my brother? You understand this is going to release either next year, which next year is going to be Resident Evil, Wolverine, GTA 6. And if it releases 2027, I don't even got to tell you. All I got to tell you is one game. And that's Intergalactic 2027. And ain't no game gonna beat that. So I don't know what to tell you, my brother. Yo, Mike is crazy out here, bro. Kind of reminds me of a prototype game. Yup. Yeah, Avatar mixed with Final Fantasy. Yup. Yo, Lunchi, what's good, my brother? Yeah, it has potential. They definitely gotta clean it up. They have to make it seem more fluent. It looks kind of stiff, just like the other one. They both, when it comes to the combat, the animation, like him like sliding over something, and they have to make it seem more fluent. They're working on the game, so I don't want to criticize it too much. But yeah, if they work on that and they make the movement seem like more seamless and things like that, it has potential. It definitely does. Blood Message is another one. Absolutely. Blood Message is gonna be fire, bro. But yeah, this looks good. It has potential, okay? And I think that wraps up all the topics I have for y'all today, people. That wraps up all the topics I had. Let me see if I got anything else. But we'll have new gaming. Okay, so let me read you this thing that Kojima said on Fizzin', okay? This is what Kojima had to say about Fizzin. So it says here, shout out to Genki. Kojima jokes that since Fizzin is a stealth game and he can make while sleeping, but he says it will have new gimmicks and attempt to blur the lines between games and film. As for Fizzin, since it is an espionage game, I can make it even while I'm sleeping, he laughs. For example, there is a soldier who infiltrates, and if they are spotted by the enemy, they are attacked. When taking out the enemy one by one, you use stealth. No matter how it plays out, it becomes fun and can be easy to make. But there is also a battle against that. This work will include new gimmicks and also take on the challenge to blur the lines between film and video games. We're thinking of working with film people, not only in terms of the cast, but also staff. But I do wonder how it will turn out. Times are changing quickly these days, so the social structure and themes that I'm trying to depict in the game might actually come sooner in reality. So there is Hideo Kojima talking about Fizzin. All right, people, there it is. Vote the winner, player's voice. Congrats to our final 5 nominees. Okay, so the final 5 nominees for the player's voice, which is the one that's 100% fan voted at the Game Awards. These are the final 5, okay? Those are the final 5. Y'all could go ahead and vote and cast y'all votes and things like that. So EXP33, Dispatch, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and Hollow Knight Silk Song. That's it right there. All right, people. Let me see what else I got for y'all. I think that's it, y'all. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, the Saros joint. So Saros has now been rated in Taiwan, the standard and the deluxe edition. So they're saying that pre-orders might be going live soon. So be on the lookout for that. Shout outs to Housemark. Let me see. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, I don't see anything else. All right, people. All right, people. That's gonna be it. A small deliver wants to come. Oh, snap. So, yo, but why are they making all these announcements, bro? So apparently Exodus will be at the Game Awards. So they bring in a new trailer to the Game Awards. I would have liked to be surprised, but okay, whatever. Yeah, and that's about it. All right. Let me boot up some trailers. We're gonna chill for a few and then we out of here, people. 11-Bit Studios Digital Showcase happening right now. Yeah, I'm not watching that. Not doing it. This joint right here, 11-Bit Studio Digital Showcase. Latin American Games Showcase is tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not watching that. That's that. Okay, cool. We're gonna chill for a few and then we out. Where we at? Okay. Gonna chill for a few and we out of here, people. That's it. That's the show, people. Let's do it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share out the stream. Let's do it, people. Vote on that poll. Click on that link that's pinned at the top. You can become an official sponsor for as little as 99 cents a month. My goodness, people. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, it's not exclusive, that game that I was showing y'all. It is China Hero Project, but it's not it's not gonna be a PS5 exclusive. It's gonna be everywhere. This was a quick one. How long we got? An hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. I mean, there's not much news, bro. There's not much to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bring up every single news that's out there. Obviously, there's more, but it's like little stuff, and I'm not trying to, just bring up the news just because. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He taking a shot at Metal Gear. Dispatch all the way. Yeah, I think Judas. Did I read something about that recently? I think I did. I'm not sure if they're gonna be at the Game Awards. I'm not sure. But I did see something about it. I just can't remember what. Yeah, this is gonna be the layout for the remainder of the month. To be in the spirit, the holiday season spirit. Okay. This is how we gonna rock out for the remainder of the month, people. Shout out to my brother Blaze for hooking me up, man. Yeah, facts. Facts. Yo, my brother Chris in the building. What's good, bro? I didn't know you were live. Yeah, YouTube doesn't do a good job at that, bro. But bro, in the Discord, that's what I was telling you. The Discord sends you an alert. If you look under, hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. Where it says social lounge, it says YouTube alerts. That's supposed to be sending you a message. And it'll tell you when I'm live. Like always. It'll always tell you when I'm live. But yeah, man. I didn't know Thanksgiving was so close to Christmas. Yeah, bro. Once Thanksgiving is around the corner, it's holiday season, man. It's holiday season, man. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, New Year's, bang, 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 bang. Back to back to back to back. Back to back. Also, I did play Marvel Tokon this past weekend. The game is fire. Like, the game is fire. Like, I was so impressed by like the animations, the art style, how smooth the gameplay was. It's great. It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a great game. Obviously, I'm not into fighting games, you know, in that genre. I'm definitely more of a casual. Like, if I buy it, it'll be like to play the campaign, if it does have one. But to fight competitively, no, absolutely not. It has a lot of combos that you gotta learn. So, you know, you gotta be in it to win it, basically. So you gotta study the game, you know, study the different combos, because there's so many of them. You know, but just because the game is not for me doesn't mean I can't see the, like, who's it for and how good it is. Like, it's really good. The game is really good. The game is really good. You know? They did an amazing job. So the people who are into fighting games, they should definitely be looking forward to that one. It doesn't send me anything. I'm not sure why. Like, go into the Discord and go into Social Lounge and see where it says YouTube alerts. Check if it has like a number next to it. Like a notification, like a number. It should have like a 1 next to it or something. 10-hour arc stream 1. You let me know, my brother. You know how we do. That Baldur's Gate 3 stream 1. When we doing that Baldur's Gate 3, man? Yeah, Chris. You played it too? Got destroyed 30-second combo, bro. That's nasty work. Nasty work. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Once you learn all them combos, it's gonna be crazy work, bro. They said there won't be a lot of characters. That will mess up the game. Honestly, there needs to be a bunch of characters like there was in like those Marvel versus Capcom games, that the screen was like flooded with characters to choose from. That's how this game needs to be. It needs to be like that. But if it only has a few characters, it's not gonna go good. It's not. You need to give the people a bunch of characters to choose from. You have to do it. So they can't play with that. They cannot play with that. We should be seeing everybody from X-Men. Everybody from Marvel. Like, they need to be dropping them characters. Gifted, you still ain't played Dispatch, brother? Yeah, I know, bro. I still ain't played Kazan. Why? It's like why Arc Raiders had to come out, bro. Like why? Why it had to come out? Trust me, if Arc Raiders didn't come out, I would have gotten to all those games by now. Kazan, Dispatch, Shinobi, Mafia, the old country. I never got to it. I would have gotten to a bunch of games. Lazy Leafs chat. Come on, bro. What's up with that Baldur's Gate 3 stream, bro? What's up? Oh, you couldn't play it in your portal? Yeah. I noticed because I was trying to download the game through my PlayStation app and it didn't allow me to. So maybe they put it strictly for the PlayStation. Gifted 50 for Marvel Token. 50 what? 50 characters to choose from? That might be enough. That's a lot of characters, bro. What you mean? Oh, $50? I feel like Token will be bigger overseas. Let's see. You could be right. You could be right. You could be right, bro. You might actually be right, yeah. Because people over here in the West, they're so flaky, like you don't know. Like we don't know what people gonna gravitate to over here. So yeah, you could be right. Nah, Arc Raiders still got me in a chokehold. Oh yeah. Oh, so you into that cloud gaming, huh? Talk about it. Talk about it. Why you liking it? Is it fluid? Like barely like any stuttering issues and things like that? Why stream Baldur's Gate when Arc exists? Facts. Facts. Bro, and the time just flies when you in Arc Raiders, bro. 1 minute you look up, you already been streaming for 5 hours. Next minute, 7.5. And you just like, bro, like what? That's when you know you're having fun. I can't wait for that update. I can't wait. Oh, the price you talking about, $50? That might be too much for me, bro. That's kind of a little bit too much money, if I'm being honest. Especially if they're not thinking about including most of the Marvel characters. That's kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot. $40 is perfectly fine. $40. A lot of people will be interested in buying it. Yeah, they definitely have to delay Call of Duty. Yeah, Chris, I spoke about it, bro. Paramount is going in. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Nah, cloud ain't that bad, bro. For real, especially if you're playing games that are heavy on storage, you might as well just cloud stream it, play it right away. The only issue with cloud is when we're talking about like competitive play, like Call of Duty and Madden and things like that. But if we're talking about single player game, story driven games, we should be good. That's what you're saying? Bro, I know it's not as bad, bro. It's not as bad. It's not as bad. Cause bro, even when hip hop went to Samsung at an event, they were using GeForce. And I saw it. Like I saw the video and I saw him playing it. Like he was doing like headshots. Like, bro, there was no lag. There was no stuttering. It was like a regular game, bro. And he particularly was aiming for the headshots so you can see that you can still perform headshots and things like that. And, bro, the game was running smooth, bro, on that GeForce. I'm dying to try GeForce, bro. But it's expensive. I've been streaming close to 2 hours. It's gonna be 2 hours. Yeah, I heard about that, Mike. That controller stuff. I did hear about it, but I don't buy regular controllers anymore. I got the best controller on the market. That DualSense Edge. That's all you need. You don't need nothing else. I'm good with them standard controllers, with them stick drifts. I'm good. The only games I have a problem playing is shooters and games like The Last of Us. For Arc Raiders, I even play on cloud because Arc is not a heavy shooting game. Okay. Should have asked him about the Steam machine. I already know what he thinks about the Steam machine. You know? It's basically everything I've been saying. Like, it's not a threat to PlayStation. And it's just, it is what it is. It's Valve putting a machine out there. Buy it if you want. It's basically it. It's not here to shake up the industry. It's not here to cause any, you know, to try to compete with PlayStation or Nintendo. It ain't here for none of that, bro. It's just a mini PC. It's Valve. They're gonna be selling it in the Steam store. You want it or not. That's basically it, bro. It's basically what it is. You want it or not. If you want it, it's there. Just like the Steam Deck. If you don't get it. You know? They don't rely on hardware sales and things like that. Now, the idea behind it, why they doing it, I don't know. But yeah, I was short on time. He did extend the time. You know, he basically gave me almost 2 hours. It was only supposed to be 1 hour, but he extended it. So we appreciate that. So, you know, I had to like try to cut out some questions because I was gonna ask him that, but it didn't make it to the interview. What time am I going live on Thursday? I'm still thinking about that 8-hour stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Like I wanted to play each game that was nominated for Goldie, like at least 3 hours each. It's gonna depend how I wake up that day, bro. Honestly. It starts at 7. I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't know. I'll keep you posted though, for sure. I'll keep you posted. Nah, I ain't getting that, Molly. I ain't getting that. I'm not even getting a PS6, my brother. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting nothing, bro. I'm chilling. Am I still interested in the Steam Deck? I am. I just don't know if I want to spend the money for, like, that's still $300 at the end of the day. I'm not sure I want to spend it on that right now. You know, I'm not sure I want to spend it on that right now. I just bought me some Jordans for $85. Black Friday. Definitely interview of the year. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that, my brother. Yeah, I tried to do the best I could, you know. That was definitely a big interview, especially for me. So yeah, man. We did the best we could. Do it Wednesday. Do what Wednesday? Do what Wednesday? Oh, the 8-hour stream you talking about? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check if I could do it on Wednesday. If I could, I probably would do it Wednesday. Actually, not a bad idea. And then on Thursday, I'll probably go live like an hour and a half before or 2 hours before. Nah, I'm not getting the PS6, bro. Wait for the Steam Deck 2? Yeah. What Jordans you got? I just want the Steam controller from all that. Yeah, that Steam controller is nice. I got the ones, bro. I got the ones, the originals. They was on sale for Black Friday, bro. $84, bro. $84, bro. Let me show you. $84, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yo, Mike, I appreciate that, my brother. Am I getting the Xbox Crocs? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I appreciate that super chat, my brother. You know how we do. Yeah, that controller. I like the controller, bro. I like the controller. I actually might pick it up myself. Oh, you can't wear ones? 4s, 3s, and 5s? Oh, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, these are the more like lenient ones. Like these, the 9s. You can't wear the 9s either. The 8s, the bunnies, you can't wear the bunnies either. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Super, what's the Skate Story? So that Skate Story game got an 89 Metacritic. Oh, no, 85. Wait. 89 PC, 81 PS5. Open Critic 85, okay. Oh, that game came out already. This one right here I'm talking about. This game. Y'all interested in this? It got an 85 on Open Critic. This game is for Mali right here. This is a Mali game. Yo, Mali, you good, brother? Yo, Mali, you good, brother? My goodness. We about to get up out of here, people. 2 minutes and we out. The update's like in 2 weeks. The expedition window opens next week. From the 17th to like the 22nd. The update comes like on the 23rd, I believe. You gonna play that at work? Cool holiday vibes? Yes, sir. Appreciate that, bro. That's a day one for you, Mali? That's crazy. I've been playing Tilu 2. I didn't play it on PS4. This shit is fire, bro. Tilu 2 is top 10 greatest games of all time. These are facts. These are facts. That's Mali's Goldie. Facts. Yeah, that snow update's gonna be fire. Yo, Lazy, you trying to stream or what? Or what's happening, my brother? Yo, talk to me, my brother. What's going on? What's going on? Saros UE5. Watch how good Sony optimizes it. Oh, facts. And you know Saros is day one, right? And you know, let me show you some Red Dead Redemption PS5 Pro footage. What I was saying? I forgot what I was gonna say, bro. But yeah, I can't wait for Saros, bro. I can't wait for Saros. I can't wait to throw my controller on the floor. I can't wait to rip my hair out. It's gonna be a fun time. Cause Returnal took me there, bro. Bro, there were times that I was this close to defeating the boss and I would die knowing I had to restart all over. Bro, it was crazy, bro. Lock it in for tomorrow. Copy. Copy, my brother. Oh, I forgot you streaming tonight. Yeah. My bad. Copy, my brother. Copy, my brother. Are you gonna show gameplay, my brother? What's going on here? Looks good. Yeah, I know, Mike. I know. I know, bro. Tap, tap, tap. Bro, there's so much. I gotta grind Dark Raiders, bro. Yo, we gotta get to 5 million, bro, to get those 5 points. Wait, mouse PI for hire? Oh, we already got that. Okay, good. Yo, did you watch Welcome to Derry last night? Red Dead not for you? This looks fire, bro. But yeah, we out of here, man. We out of here, man. What's going on here? What's up with this? Alex Fire. Thank y'all so much, man. Like, share, subscribe. Do all that good stuff for me, man. Click on that link that's pinned at the top. You can become an official sponsor as low as 99 cents, man. Thank y'all for those who rocked out with me today. Appreciate y'all very much. Shout out to my brother Mike for that super chat. I appreciate that, my brother. With that being said, people, it is your boy, the gifted one here. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.